And intimidating her. Can you believe that? That man lied, slapped to the judge's face today, and actually said that I am harassing and intimidating her. Like, I don't even say Whale Lips' freaking name, right? I think she's a dirty ass, trashy ghetto bitch from the fucking ghetto. She's on the 8 Mile. Like, her mommy and her aunt, you know, they didn't even like her so much, they died. They died to get away from her sorry ass. You know what I'm saying? And based upon her mom and her aunt's life expectancy, I don't expect Big Whale Lips to make it too much longer. Hey, Whale Lips, you know you're on borrowed time, right? Look at your family history. Don't worry, when it's your time, I'll make sure I piss on your grave. Just saying. Just saying. All of you asking BHB actually brought the initial suit out. It was denied. Then she went back and filed it again. In my understanding, it has been going on for more than a year. You're right, it has been going on more than a year. It's been going on more than a year because our attorney was fighting me everything tooth and nail. He's trying to limit the claims against his stupid ass client that can't keep her fuck box shut, right? She's got to be such a bully. And you know what, at the end of the day, it's her coping mechanism because she's got freaking abandonment issues. And so the only way she can possibly deal with life is making herself feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, like she's got control over everyone and everything. It's a coping mechanism. It's a behavioral issue. And she's lost her mother. She lost her aunt. That's how she's got that house. You know, she's got some trauma. And she takes that shit out on everybody else because she can't handle life. She's got to feel important. She's got to feel like she can control this perfect stranger. She's sick in the head and people don't realize it. She's got some major problems, mental problems, in my opinion, because of the childhood trauma, right? So it's like, you know, the lady's messed up. Okay? She's messed up. And at the end of the day, they're like, oh, what's Betty's mental health? Don't worry about my mental health. I'm not the one obsessing over another woman I don't know. She's the one doing that. She's the one that has to feel like she can control literally a stranger. I just want to put that in perspective for you. She's trying to control where I go and what I do. The lady don't know me. Okay? Can you imagine if somebody was in your life that didn't know you, that would literally call the cops on you everywhere you go? Can you imagine living like that? And you guys watch this happen over and over again, and her people are trying to act like it doesn't exist. It seems awfully funny. Keep strong. The truth will come. And it's going to come out. It's going to come out. And I'll just keep, you know, and not only that, but we're not done yet. Even when this case is over, there's more to come. There's more to come because they cannot stop this process. You know, I have a right to be heard in 2 separate courts, totally. In 2 separate courts. And I will be heard both of them. Just saying. She is a stalker. But she's not just a stalker of me. She does this crap to everyone. She actually believes that because you are on YouTube, she has a right. If you are live, like if I was in a hotel, she literally thinks she has a right to find the hotel I'm at and distribute it amongst people and jeopardize me and my well-being and my personal like what other purpose would somebody need to know where your physical location is at that moment unless they're trying to get you hurt? You see what I'm saying? There's no other excuse. You guys tell me. You come up with the theories. What's the purpose of letting, inciting and enraging an entire audience and then telling them where this person that they're enraged at is working? What's the purpose of that? You know? You guys need to start asking, what is the purpose? Could you imagine if we did that to Queen? Well, she had to leave her basement in order for that to happen, which we know that lady's probably too busy peering out her blinds to do anything. Oh, really? Nicole Marie, if that's your real name, you don't think adults can be bullied? Would you like me to give you a taste of the medicine that I got? Maybe you should call Deets on the street and see if she was bullied. But she's an adult, right? How about a number of other? What about Bash? Why don't you call Bash and ask her if she was bullied? She's an adult. Hell, she's you know, an elderly lady. Right? I mean, that barbecue lady allegedly bullied a lady into suicide. It's all over TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So what do you mean? I mean, I heard JLR trolled somebody to death. So what do you mean? Allegedly. So what do you mean? Adults can't be bullied. If adults can't be bullied, then email me your first and last name and your address. Let's put it to a test. Put your money where your mouth is. You know? That's what I'd say. Put your money where your mouth is. It's so easy to say that you can't be bullied when you're not being bullied. Well, Crystal, you can say it's frivolous all day long. I have standing and I have claims. She's caused me damage and her and her friends shut my freaking channel down for 3 months. 3 months over petty ass YouTube BS. You think I should have to deal with that? Nobody shuts her channel down, but she can shut other people's down? No problem? No sweat off her butt? Seems so funny that she can do all this stuff, but if it was done to her, I bet you everybody would be enraged, like they always are. Everybody on her channel is always enraged. Is this a defamation lawsuit? I was talking about another channel being bullied. Crystal Crime Time. Oh. Gotcha, Crystal. Well, you need to be a little more clear when everybody's a little raw. Just saying. Jamie, what she did to the Wells? What about the Wells did to their 4 kids? Yeah, absolutely. Nobody cares about the Wells kids that have been ripped from them and never given back. It must have been pretty bad. Think about it. How bad it had to have been for the boys not to even want to go back. It's pretty sad. You know, everybody likes to talk shit, but doesn't like to tell the truth. Doesn't like to tell how horrible their living environment was, or how they had to watch their mommy and daddy, you know, bang each other because they were all living in the same room, or how about that they had all these drug addicts in and out of their house with no door or wall around the bathroom. And yes, Summer, if a man was in there peeing and standing up, could see all of his junk. Do you think that's appropriate? I bet you're one of those sick people that are on the trashy side of YouTube, if that's okay for you, but for the rest of society, that's disgusting. Just saying. We understand that there are some dirty people on YouTube as subscribers, as creators, and everything else. And you guys all belong together, right? If you think it's okay what Summer went through, what her brothers went through, and this is whether I'm not even talking about whether you think that they're guilty of doing something to Summer Wells. I'm just talking about their living environment. If you think that they lived like they were supposed to live, there might be something a little wrong with you. I would say get your life together. I would say clean up your house, get the roaches and the rats out of it, because the only people that think that kind of living is acceptable, in all fairness, are people that don't mind living in that kind of environment. That's the only way anybody would ever say that's acceptable, because the rest of society does not live like that. It has nothing to do with being poor. It has nothing to do with being poor at all. You know, there's a difference with being poor and being filthy. And these people, the Wells, were nasty, they were filthy, and God knows what their children that should never have seen some of the stuff that they saw. That house was a flop house. And 4 children were in the middle of it. So I don't want to hear anybody that says anything. You know what? If I had an opportunity right now and Don Wells was out there and around children, I'd get him fired from that job too. He does not need to be around children, and neither does his wife. They can't even keep their own children. 3 sets of kids taken away from those parents. 2 apiece for mom, for Candace in a different relationship, and for Don in a different relationship, and 3 boys from their combined relationship. You're talking about a total of 7 children, and one of those children are missing, making it the 8th. 8 children. 8 children removed out of the care and custody of Don and Candace. 3 sets of children. 3 sets of children. They didn't get it right the first time. They didn't get it right the second time. Hey, maybe 3 times is a charm. Well, it wasn't, because a child's missing and 3 boys are now in the care of the Tennessee. So I don't even want to hear people sticking up for the Wells. They're disgusting pieces of garbage, and if you don't think they are, you're probably just like them. Repeating a dox is still a dox. Rebecca Turner, Rebecca Turner, Rebecca Turner, Rebecca Turner. Oh, by the way, Rebecca Turner's Queen Bee. There's like 15 million Rebecca Turners. Tell her to sue me. Oh, she already is. You should still wait a little while. The heat is, I know it is intense. I'm just going out there. I'm doing like 15, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You know, I'll have to work it. I don't see myself having enough energy to do this yard in one sitting anyway. So I'm just cranking up the lawnmower the neighbor gave me. I'm going to fill it up with gas when I'm done with it. But I'm just going to do little chunks here, little chunks there, right? Oh, Jamie, go suck a dick. Like literally choke on it. Where's the attorney you were grifting? Oh, good God. These people, you guys wait literally 5 days to be in here. Mods, delete every last one of them are like that. I'm glad we have a 5-day thing. It makes it a lot easier to identify these people and get them the hell out of here. You don't get to ask me questions. I don't answer to you. You don't do anything for my channel but bitch about it. You know what I say? Go suck a dick and choke on it. Okay? Like I said, this is not for my preachers and pastors. So, stalkers sitting and waiting. I know. They literally go to their channel and try to say, Betty's just so unstable. Really? But I'm not sitting on anybody's channel waiting 5 days to say, oh, you're psycho. That's pretty psycho. That's unhinged. Like, I bet you the people that are saying that are literally seeing a psychotherapist, or probably have a medication for stability or a stabilizer or God knows what else they have to be on because they can't deal with life. Change the subject. What breed? No, I'm not going to change the subject. Might as well argue with these idiots. You know? My fur baby's a Chihuahua. Hey, been a long day. Who's attorney? Whale lips. If people want to just hate on people's channel, why not just stop watching? It's that simple. Exactly, because they're unhinged. Nobody's watching this lady's channel. The only time people are watching her channel is to see what she has to say about me, so they can give me some information for my court hearing. Like, half my people don't even watch her. They don't even comment. They don't want nothing to do with her. They think she's trashy. She's classless. All she can do is cuss and act hard and act like she's got control over everyone. Well, bitch, you ain't got control over me. You can keep calling the freaking law enforcement until the cows come home. You're still not going to stop me from moving around and moving freely. It's pretty sad that a woman has to do that to feel powerful. Does that not tell you what kind of woman she is? She's about having control and power. She's a Chris Proudfoot. She's absolutely 100% a Chris Proudfoot. I bet you she beats her kids too. I bet you she beats her kids too. Who knows? Allegedly. My opinion. I'm allowed to have it. Maybe that's why she doesn't have all her children. Maybe that's why the fathers have the children, because she's a piece of shit mom. Possibly. Just saying. I know. She's awful, isn't she? Awful. Even the baby's crying. She's like, shut up, Ma. Yeah. Well, I figured I might as well come here and just throw a bunch of insults so they can go on a, like, I've taken 42 minutes of my bitch session, 42 minutes in 8 months, and I bet you it gives them like 5 days of bitching about, oh my God, bullhorn Betty, look at her. Oh my God, she doesn't look pretty today. Oh my God, her hair's yellow. Oh my God, she's balding. Oh my God, she's gotta wear glasses. Oh man, she's not thin, right? And it's like, well, you don't, at least you get to see me. Freaking whale lips won't even give you the dignity or respect to even show her ugly ass face. She's probably toothless, for all we know, right? Right? Smoking that shizit. Smoking that shizit. Allegedly. Pass the stem, bitch! Pass! Anyways, all right, guys, I gotta go out there and get in the weeds, literally, and get my yard under control. I can't wait for Delilah to be able to run in the front yard again.